Fest Tobago draws packed mall crowds, and Spell and Kariri launched Recycled Rubber Road Initiative. Good evening and welcome. I'm Nicole Williams-Wilson. Thank you for making us your choice for local coverage this Monday, August 10th, 2026. You're tuned into Tobago Updates Television News, where we bring you the stories shaping our island tonight. We begin this evening with our top story. Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar took to social media to announce that the country had experienced a 10-day period without recorded homicides across Trinidad and Tobago, which she called a small milestone. However, that milestone was abruptly shattered over the weekend as the brief period of quiet gave way to a surge of violence, claiming 5 lives within 48 hours. Reporter Green George has these details.
The relative peace was broken by 5 murders over the period of 2 days that began shortly after 1 p.m. on Friday, taking place in Port of Spain, Arima, and Belmont, with the deaths of Ricardo Hyde Flats on Duncan Street, the double murders of Ishma Yam Vincent and Rambo Ima, and a man identified as Sifo near the Komuto Lights. The 5th victim is 41-year-old Kwesi Dion Gill, a dedicated gender-based violence case manager with the Family Planning Association of Trinidad and Tobago. Gill left his Beetham Gardens home around 10 o'clock on Friday evening in his white Toyota Aqua. He intended to attend an event later that night, but relatives grew concerned when he failed to show up and calls to his mobile phone went unanswered. The frantic search ended on Saturday afternoon around 3 p.m. Officers from the Belmont police station responded to a report of a body spotted along Textile Hill on Lady Young Road. First responders found Gill lying on the roadway with multiple gunshots. Crime scene investigators retrieved 5 spent 9mm shell casings and 3 projectiles at the scene. A district medical officer pronounced Gill dead, and authorities ordered the body moved to the Forensic Science Center for an autopsy. News of Gill's violent death sent shockwaves and grief throughout the social services sector in both Trinidad and Tobago. Colleagues remember him as a compassionate advocate who spent his career protecting vulnerable individuals from domestic abuse. Investigators from the Homicide Bureau Region 1 office have taken over the case. While police have not established a motive, officers are urging anyone with information regarding Gill's final hours to contact investigators immediately. Jewel Green George for Tobago Updates Television News.
Hundreds of ink lovers and curious shoppers packed the Lowlands Mall over the weekend for the 2026 edition of Tattoo Fest Tobago. The 3-day celebration ran from Friday, August 7th through Sunday, August 9th, bringing live body art, cosplay, and island culture directly to the public with free family admission. Organized by Ink and Proud, the festival featured local, regional, and international artists transforming skin into canvas right inside the mall. Organizers reported steady crowds across all 3 days as patrons took advantage of live tattooing, piercing booths, temporary henna, and airbrushing. Beyond the needles and ink, the event gave space to local artisan vendors, pop culture display, and interactive gaming setups. Event founder Dominic Jaglal says the goal of Breastfeeding across the water is to highlight Caribbean creative talent while giving local artists a platform to show off modern equipment and professional techniques. With strong attendance recorded over the weekend, organizers say the Tobago leg continues to build a strong home on the island's annual cultural calendar. Tobago's road paving operations could soon be transformed with a major sustainable upgrade. Stolly Park Enterprise Limited, SPEL, has entered into a memorandum of understanding with the Caribbean Industrial Research Institute, CARIRI. Joel Green George has the details in this report.
Every year, thousands of worn-out tires end up in landfills or strewed across the island. Now, a new initiative at Studley Park Enterprise Limited aims to give those waste tires a second life under our wheels. SPEL is partnering with CARIRI to build local technical capacity, blending shredded crumb rubber to hot mix asphalt. CARIRI CEO Hans-Eric Schulz explains that this custom technical approach allows Tobago to refine its own paving material.
CARIRI is working with Studley Park through this MOU to allow us to customize and assist Studley Park to develop their own capability, to make rubber crumb products, and to then utilize it in the ways that are useful for their applications.
Integrating recycled rubber into road paving creates a circular economy model. Instead of piling up at the dump, discarded tires become a key ingredient in paving and structural repairs across both islands. He shared the project's applicability.
The potential is tremendous, simply because roads are paved and repaired every year in Trinidad and Tobago, and if we can utilize discarded tires and the resulting rubber crumb product from it in the asphalt mix designs, then certainly you'd have another source of material that would be derived from previously discarded tires, and therefore it sort of feeds into a circular economy model.
Extensive research shows that rubber-modified asphalt increases pavement durability, offering higher resistance to heavy traffic rutting and cracking. That means fewer potholes and longer-lasting roads for motorists. SPEL Director and General Manager Christian Virgil shared the project's possible long-term reach.
Our vision really is to incorporate rubberized asphalt into multiple road paving projects throughout the island, and potentially in Trinidad even if we could. But we do foresee a very good future where we can do a lot of paving throughout Tobago. For example, the research suggests that these roads last a lot longer than typical roads. So if we have this product being used on a widespread basis, then there's a strong possibility that our roads will last longer.
Beyond smoother roads, officials anticipate new job opportunities and entrepreneurial growth through downstream rubber products. SPEL plans to house a dedicated production facility directly on its compound, expanding its operational footprint while protecting the environment. Virgil also had this to share.
Up next, the Tobago Regional Health Authority, in collaboration with the Tobago Breastfeeding Association, marked a major milestone for local health advocacy as they hosted their 25th annual Breastfeeding Walkathon.
Tobago, are you ready to celebrate culture, color, and creativity? Then make Heritage Haven books and things your first stop this Heritage Festival. Step into a world of vibrant African wear, handcrafted accessories, unique gifts, local authors, and inspiring books for every age. Whether you're dressing for the festivities or searching for something special, Heritage Haven has something just for you. Heritage Haven books and things where culture comes alive. Visit us today at the Scarborough Esplanade and discover treasures. Celebrate culture where read it, live it.
From the reef to the road.
From the reef to the road.
From the reef to the road. Tobago calling. Sweet vibes, sweet wine, everybody falling. We bring the culture straight to you. Tobago updates, we keeping it true.
Oh gosh, Tobago updates. On the screen, there we go. You're home for October, Carnival show. From the big stage shine to the rainbow line. We bring Tobago to the world in real time.
Tobago updates. Tobago updates. Carnival 2026. We said the pace. Wave your flag. Anywhere you're there.
Anywhere.
Island love, trimming all around you.
Yeah.
Picking lock on to the rhythm start.
Tobago updates, Caribbean art, Caribbean art.
I will tell anybody with a child with Down syndrome to, search for the children still. Don't keep them back. Don't, it's not what you want them to do. You have to see what they are capable of doing and push them, love them, because they are really sweet children. They are beautiful children. They can teach you how to be a better person, a better parent.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Thank you for staying with us. Support for breastfeeding mothers must extend far beyond the individual and include the entire family network. That was the central message delivered by the Secretary of Health and Wellness, Dr. Faith Brebner, during Saturday's annual breakfast and walkathon held in observance of World Breastfeeding Week. Alia Balgobin has the details in this report.
The event, hosted by the Tobago Regional Health Authority (TRHA) in collaboration with the Breastfeeding Association of Trinidad and Tobago, marked a major milestone for local health advocacy. First held in Tobago in 2001 with just 7 participating locations, the initiative celebrates 25 years of raising awareness on the island, joining over 170 countries worldwide that observe World Breastfeeding Week. Addressing participants at Saturday's walkathon, Secretary of Health and Wellness Dr. Faith Brebner emphasized that effective healthcare starts with strong home support structures.
And the first thing is this. 1, a healthy start begins with supporting the entire family. A healthy start begins with supporting the entire family. That means what we've been doing here, and I am so happy that others mentioned it before, we are not just seeing mothers and babies. We are seeing the entire family, the grannies, the daddies, the uncles, the brothers, the sisters. We are seeing the entire family here.
Dr. Brebner went on to stress the need for institutional changes, advocating for baby-friendly hospital environments and dedicated space that empower mothers to nurse comfortably and safely.
We need to strengthen the systems that actually support breastfeeding mothers. We need to strengthen that system. And that means ensuring that we provide safe, secure spaces for breastfeeding. It means, and again, working with baby-friendly staff at the hospital.
Concluding her remarks, the Health Secretary called for an end to public scrutiny and judgment, reminded advocates and families alike that every mother's breastfeeding journey looks different.
Now, the third thing that I want to end with, though, is us being careful, because we need to ensure, and I'm saying this in a baby-friendly, mommy-friendly, family-friendly room, so I know all you might want to stone me. But we have to also be very, very careful that we do not judge how the mother's breastfeeding journey unfolds.
Organizers hope that the 25th anniversary milestone inspires continued community and workplace policy support for nursing mothers across Tobago. Alia Balgobin, reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar led high-level talks today with United States Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau in Trinidad. The senior United States official arrived at Piarco International Airport on Sunday for his official 2-day visit, which wrapped up today. Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister Sean Sobers and U.S. Chargé d'Affaires Philip Kern met Deputy Secretary Landau on the tarmac to mark the start of the bilateral meetings. According to statement details from the Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, the discussions focused on expanding diplomatic ties and converting bilateral agreements into practical opportunities for citizens. Government officials say they remain focused on ensuring this closer working relationship yields lasting benefits for Trinidad and Tobago. The visit comes at a significant time for economic ties between both nations. Current trade figures show that the United States remain this country's primary commercial partner, buying roughly 39% of local exports and supplying about 30% of imported goods. Energy exports like crude petroleum and petroleum gas continue to drive trade with Washington, alongside key industrial goods. With the official talks concluding today, officials on both sides say they expect the meeting to pave the way for continued regional cooperation and stronger economic engagement. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service completed the final leg of its national recruitment drive at the Dwight York Stadium in Bacolete. The drive took place on Friday, August 7th, bringing out hundreds of hopeful future law enforcement personnel. Jewel Green George has these details.
Nearly 400 applicants lined up at the venue to present their credentials for document verification. Officers from the Fraud Squad and the Gang Intelligence Unit worked alongside recruitment officials to vet every submitted paper on site. This Tobago screening follows similar high turnout exercises across Trinidad, including a major session at the Larry Gomes Stadium in Arima, visited by Police Commissioner Alistair Guevara. The nationwide initiative aims to expand power across both islands to strengthen law enforcement operations. While hundreds showed up to pursue a career in policing, candidates expressed mixed feelings about entering the service. Several female applicants voiced concerns about rising crime rates, stating that financial stability drove their decision despite personal fears. Others pointed to family traditions in law enforcement, lifelong ambitions to serve, and the career incentive offered by the police service. Official recruitment packages for new constables feature various incentives, including free medical care, housing and meal allowances, paid leave, and tax-free special duty allowances. Police representatives emphasized that building public trust remains a central priority as these new applicants transition into the next stages of the selection process, and reminds all candidates that official processing continues strictly through the EmployTT digital portal, and shortlisted applicants will receive direct notifications from their upcoming appointments. Jewel Green George for Tobago Updates Television News.
We have much more news straight ahead, but the conversation doesn't end here. You can stay plugged into Tobago's top stories 24/7. Head over to Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube and search at Tobago Updates. Follow, like, and to never miss a beat. We'll be right back.
I will tell anybody with a child with Down syndrome to, search for the children's skills. Don't keep them back. It's not what you want them to do. You have to see what they are capable of doing and push them, love them, because they are really sweet children. They are beautiful children. They can teach you how to be a better person. a better parent.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Tobago, are you ready to celebrate culture, color, and creativity? Then make Heritage Haven books and things your first stop this Heritage Festival. Step into a world of vibrant African wear, handcrafted accessories, unique gifts, local authors, and inspiring books for every age. Whether you're dressing for the festivities or searching for something special, Heritage Haven has something just for you. Heritage Haven books and things where culture comes alive. Visit us today at the Scarborough Esplanade and discover treasures. Celebrate culture where read it, live it.
Welcome back. Tobago is taking direct action to revive its agricultural production, starting at the corner of Milford and Shervan Road. Staff from the Division of Food Security joined community volunteers to launch the first community garden under the Grow Tobago, Feed Tobago initiative at the Melshove Administrative Complex on Friday, August 6th. Reporter Jewel Green George has this story.
Crews transformed a previously overgrown plot into a working site for food production and agricultural training. The initiative, spearheaded by Food Security Secretary Wayne Clark and Administrator Julian Skeet, establishes a practical model for turning idle land into productive soil. The effort addresses a significant economic gap. Recognized as the agricultural breadbasket of Trinidad and Tobago in the pre-1960s, Tobago lost much of its farming capacity after Hurricane Flora devastated crops across the island in 1963. Today, Tobago produces just 1% of the food its residents consume. Secretary Clark, at the June budget debates, said the division's aim was to double the current output to 2% over the coming year.
The strategic goal of the Division of Food Security is to increase agriculture sector's contribution to Tobago's gross domestic product, or the GDP, to 2% in fiscal 2027, up from the current 1%.
To encourage wider island participation, officials are expanding this year's World Food Day schedule into a series of events running from September 7th through November 26th. The campaign covers crop farming, livestock, fisheries, and agro-processing, alongside school caravans designed to train young agricultural leaders. Division officials stress that building food security requires continuous community effort, modern technique, and consistent investment. This new garden site serves as an initial step toward building local food independence across Tobago. Jewel Green George for Tobago Updates Television News.
Tobago's Division of Health and Wellness has issued a statement clarifying how the island monitors Hansen's disease, noting that recent remarks from the National Chief Medical Officer failed to capture the reality of the local health setup. Unlike Trinidad, Tobago does not operate a standalone Hansen's disease unit. The Health Education Unit explained that the island's low case volume makes a dedicated unit redundant and inefficient. Instead, tracking for the condition is incorporated directly into the broader communicable disease surveillance framework. Under this model, the Office of the County Medical Office of Health, utilizing its epidemiology, surveillance, and health education teams, processes the data routed from the Tobago Regional Health Authority. The regional body leads active case investigations, manages contact tracing, and carries out community outreach. Local health authorities maintain that integrating these tasks guarantees effective disease management while maximizing administrative resources. Expressing a commitment to interagency cooperation, the division stated it is eager to consult with the Ministry of Health. Officials hope to provide national leadership with a clearer picture of Tobago's operational model, fostering a collaborative approach to reinforce public health systems across both islands. Tobago residents seeking careers in national security have a dedicated opportunity to enlist this week. The Trinidad and Tobago Air Guard and the Trinidad and Tobago Regiment have launched targeted recruitment drives exclusively for residents living in Tobago. Both military branches are offering enlisted positions across several skill areas, including mechanics, clerks, medical personnel, and technicians. Applicants must be Trinidad and Tobago citizens aged 18 to 25, hold a clean police certificate of character, and to meet specific educational requirements applicable to specializations. Initial online pre-registration is open now and strictly closes this Friday, August 14th at 11:59 p.m. Regiment applicants can apply online at enlistttr.digital, while Air Guard applicants must scan the official registration QR code. Pre-registered candidates must attend the physical verification and screening on Monday, August 17th at 6 a.m. at the Shore Park Complex in Scarborough. Applicants should bring all required original documents and be prepared for a potential educational assessment as well as strict professional dress standards. Officials also indicate that Tobago-only recruitment drive for Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard will be announced soon. The Roxborough Police Youth Club Night Football Tournament has officially kicked off, marking over 2 decades of community engagement across Tobago. Organizers and community leaders say the competition continues to serve as a vital tool for youth development and crime prevention as teams battle for this year's title. AMPLIA Balgobin has the details on the opening of the tournament.
The action is underway as the Roxborough Police Youth Club Night Football Tournament makes its return for another season. For more than 20 years, the competition has brought communities together, using sports to steer young men toward positive paths. Night Football Tournament manager Tyreek Marabal says the league serves as a crucial launchpad for emerging to local talent.
So this night football competition has been going on for 20 plus years now, and it's really just an initiative just to bring communities across Tobago closer to the Roxborough environs and help the young persons and young men in Roxborough to give a chance to come and showcase the footballing talent. This competition, I would say, is a key part in molding young men in Roxborough and Tobago by extension for their career path where they want to choose in football.
What started as a targeted crime prevention program has grown into a major island-wide sports spectacle. Founder of Roxborough Police Youth Club, Collis Hazel, highlights the tournament's evolution as teams from dozens of communities step onto the pitch to compete.
An initiative that started as a crime prevention initiative, which took the opportunity, utilized the opportunity to ensure that sports be used as the machinery through which young people can be involved utilizing their leisure time wisely rather than falling prey to social ills. This competition has attracted teams from throughout 36 communities in Tobago participating annually as we seek for the coveted prize.
With matches now in full swing, organizers are inviting fans and community members to support the young athletes throughout the season. AMPLIA Balgobin, reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
The weather report when we return.
Hi, AJ from AJ Healing Therapies. I've been with you on this healing journey for some time now, and I've asked myself, how can I make you feel better? Make your healing experience last longer and make you feel like yourself again. So I've evolved. Alongside chiropractic manual therapy, I've added technology that works with your body. I have PMF frequency, infrared sauna with jade stone and tourmaline, deep frequency, tuning fork sound frequency, red light therapy, and the vibrational plate. You will feel better, you will sleep better, you will move the way that you would love to and enjoy your own body once again. So if you're really fed up on head pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, elbow pain, wrist pain, knee pain, back pain, and ankle pain, give us a call at 353-4452. We're your partner in healing for life.
Are you ready to celebrate culture, color, and creativity? Then make Heritage Haven books and things your first stop this Heritage Festival. Step into a world of vibrant African wear, handcrafted accessories, unique gifts, local authors, and inspiring books for every age. Whether you're dressing for the festivities or searching for something special, Heritage Haven has something just for you. Heritage Haven books and things where culture comes alive. Visit us today at the Scarborough Esplanade and discover treasures. Celebrate culture where read it, live it.
Welcome back. All roads and waterways lead to Tobago as Great Race Weekend approaches. As boats hit the open water for one of the longest running offshore races in the world, Tobago is coming alive with hundreds of visitors, creating one of the biggest economic surges of the year for local vendors and small businesses. Tobago Updates interns took to the streets to get local perspectives on the island's economic boost and find out how Tobagonians themselves plan to enjoy the big weekend.
Plan to spend Great Race normally, as I does every year, on work. Probably I'll ask or check the TV to see who win, who lost. Probably Mr. Solo visit.
Just lying, with family, watching the race and in person. Yeah, that's about it really.
I don't think they get much benefits out of it, like when they used to have the finish in Scarborough, because it's in Scarborough, the whole Milford Road here had vendors, and more vendors benefited because of the length of where they are. Because remember, they used to be all here going straight down on Milford Road. Tobago doesn't have that wide area to facilitate vendors.
Great Race does encourage
small businesses to showcase what they have available. Also, it does create basically their own advertising because they come and they promoting themselves, and it does really bring more revenue to the country because a lot of them doesn't actually make money daily except for these peak seasons like Great Race, August, etc. So I feel like small businesses do really benefit from Great Race because they have a closer interaction with a wider range of people.
I think Great Race over the years has shown that it can benefit small businesses and vendors by way of an increase in tourism, foot traffic, and persons that want to patronize. But I think the real question should be, how are small businesses and vendors going to maximize on Great Race? Because it is a product that has already been there. But I think their readiness and their capability to actually pool their resources together and bring something of value down to Great Race, where I think it's supposed to be in Storby this year, to ensure that their tents are set up, they have enough material, they ain't running out of snow cone ice for the snow cone vendors, the persons who sell the chicken and chips, making sure that they have enough poultry so that they could fry and don't run out, would allow for them to maximize heavily on the Great Race this year. I think Great Race has been a product that benefits our economy, well, more so our business persons or small business persons. It's just for them to be prepared and to maximize on it. So again, I say, I believe it will be a serious boost for vendors, but it's really on them to maximize on the opportunity of Great Race.
I think it have any beneficial for the small vendors.
Really? Why is it that?
Because then the activity on the beach, then the crowd will be there. But it doesn't really me feel it make much beneficial.
Every day we bring you closer to the issues that matter most. Sex tourism refers to travel undertaken for primary purpose of engaging in commercial sexual relations or sexual activities with residents or local sex workers at a destination. For a social media poll today, we asked, do you think Tobago has a sex tourism problem? 14% voted yes, Tobago has a sex tourism problem. 75% voted no, Tobago doesn't have a sex tourism problem. And 11% voted, I don't know. Remember, your voice counts too. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and join the conversation by voting in our daily polls. Now for a look at the weather update from the Trinidad and Tobago Met Office. Tonight, clear and hazy conditions at first will gradually give way to a few showers mostly over Tobago and northern Trinidad. There is a low 20% chance of a heavy shower or thunderstorm. Tonight's minimum temperatures should hover around 25 degrees Celsius in Piarco and 26 degrees Celsius in Crown Point. Tomorrow's sunny and hazy periods will be interrupted by the occasional shower in a few areas. There is a minimum 40% chance of a heavy shower or thunderstorm during the afternoon. Gusty winds and street flooding are possible in heavy showers and thunderstorms. Tomorrow's high temperature should reach 33 degrees Celsius in Piarco and 32 degrees Celsius in Crown Point, with the heat index reaching 36 degrees Celsius in Piarco and 34 degrees Celsius in Crown Point. Please note that a moderate concentration of Saharan dust is present in the atmosphere, so sensitive persons are advised to take all necessary precautions. Seas are slight to moderate, with waves measuring 1.0 to 1.5 meters in open waters and below 1.0 meter in sheltered areas. In Port of Spain, high tides at 2:18 a.m. and 3:42 p.m., with low tides at 8:09 a.m. and 9:05 p.m. In Scarborough, high tides at 2:08 a.m. and 3:20 p.m. with low tides at 8:50 a.m. and 8:51 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow is at 5:56 and sunset at 6:26. And that brings us to the end of tonight's news coverage. From all of us in the newsroom, thank you for making us your trusted source for local stories tonight. Stay safe, stay connected, and have a wonderful evening. Here's a quick look back at the headlines shaping our island. 10-day lull ends with murder of gender-based violence advocate. Tattoo Fest Tobago draws packed mall crowds. And Spell and Kariri launched Recycled Rubber Road Initiative.